Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Manga Boy Dak. In today's review, it's going to be Dandadan. This took me by surprise. It was definitely highly recommended through a thread. I had no idea what I was getting into. Obviously, it's, SJ, so you know it's going to be good. Also, very explicit. But the characters are definitely funny. I think it's a yin and yang. I think they definitely go together. And this right here, that's Momo. And this is Ken. And I don't know. I think they're in high school. I don't know. But it's so funny how they meet. Ken is definitely an outcast. He's like the weird kid, which I was too. You sit there and you just have your manga in hand. But his was UFOs. He's a firm believer in UFOs. But Momo's a firm believer in spirits, which is very funny because they end up making this deal, and the deal kind of leads them both down like crazy paths where whoever wins the bets, whoever wins has to be the other one's servant. And so they tell each other to go to one's down a tunnel, one's in a building. And in the building, there's supposed to be UFOs, and in this tunnel, there's supposed to be this crazy spirit. And come to find out, they're both talking, and they're both trying to figure out, who's going to be right. And, they start realizing that, they could possibly become friends. So along this whole crazy journey with both of them, you come to find out that the aliens and the spirits are real. They're both real. And it's funny because Ken's telling Momo like, hey, aliens will abduct you and do things to you. And the evil spirit, I wasn't ready for it, but the spirit tries to take the male's part and keeps them. And the spirit becomes one with Ken, and they fight. They just go on this fighting spree with more aliens, and the artwork is so good. The artwork is so funny. Ken goes through. This is my favorite Ken haircut, by the way. It's Afro Ken. He's definitely funny, and his spirit is just really, it's fast, but it's also sporadic. He gets hurt a lot too. But the one that really does it for me is Momo's grandma. Her name is Santa. I mean, she's one of those, you don't mess with her. She knows what she's doing. And it's funny because Momo never believed that she was right about spirits and her powers, and go figure throughout half the manga you're like, oh, she was right. It's just crazy how funny this series is, and there's just so many WTF moments where the humor is just so raunchy, but it's it has you laughing the whole time. You're like, oh my gosh, what am I reading? And it's crazy because they have these facts at the end of the stories based on why they chose these aliens. And it's where's it at? Right here, Turbo Granny, she's my favorite villain. It has these facts, and it's just so cool. And there's definitely a cliffhanger. Apparently Vol.2 doesn't come out until I think January, but I would definitely give this one a pickup. I recommend it. I highly recommend it. Worth the buy. You know, get it online, get it at your bookstores. Like this is one that was highly rated. I saw a lot of pictures through threads on this, and I had to get my hands on it as well. And it was worth it. Like, it was worth it, and I'm glad people recommended me this one. And I really can't wait for volume 2 on this one, because like I said, I'm hoping the humor's just as raunchy, it's just as like comical and just full of surprises. And I'm wondering like what kind of UFOs or what kind of spirits they're gonna throw in here next, because like I said, Ken, Momo, and Grandma Santa, I'm curious. I'm so curious on what they're gonna do, you know. Like, I was just so shocked about how the grandma's approach was like, I'm gonna train you, and then like, oh, we don't have time to train, good luck. Like, it's funny. It's so funny. Go pick it up. But if you have read Dandadan, what did you think about it? Like, did you laugh? What were your thoughts on it? Like, what was your favorite part? What was your favorite least part? Who was your least favorite character? Anyways, just comment down below. Let's start a chat. With that being said, be sure to like and subscribe. Peace.